Hello, I am Rivers, and today we're going to be playing a game called Silver Creek Falls, Chapter 1. This game is about two detectives who are investigating a series of murders in a small town, kind of like Silent Hill or Twin Peaks. And this is the first chapter. It's free. The rest of the chapters are paid, so if you like this one, please let me know. If you want to see the other ones. Captain Pendleton's office, Norfolk Police Station, Norfolk, Virginia. Captain Pendleton, Detective Sarah Fitzgerald reporting for duty. Ah, you're the transfer from Boston, right? Pleasure to meet you, Detective. This will be your new partner, Inspector Philip Moore. Pleasure to meet you, Detective. Hey, how you doing? Inspector Moore also comes to us as a transfer, all the way from England. You were with Scotland Yard, am I correct? Yes, sir. Excellent. I think both of you will make an excellent team. With extensive experience in homicide and missing persons between you, I think this new case will be right up your alley. Cool. What's happening? We've had a very strange request come in from a small town called Silver Creek Falls. They need some detectives to help solve a case that's baffling the local sheriff. Silver Creek Falls? I've never heard of it. Where is it? Well, not really too surprising. It's a small town in Hawthorne County, North Carolina. North Carolina? Shouldn't they send someone from Durham or Charlotte? Norfolk is actually closer, would you believe? Also, how could I deny them a Massachusetts state trooper and an inspector from Scotland Yard? Of course. So, what are the details of the case? I think it's best you let the local sheriff explain it to you. Now, you'll be heading over tonight and staying a few nights to solve this case. All this courtesy of Hawthorne County. Must be quite a sticky case, eh? It is. The local sheriff is quite a famed lawman. So when you put in a request to the High Commissioner, the Commissioner insisted I give them someone good. We won't let you down, Captain. You two can go home and pack your bags and drive over to Silver Creek Falls tonight. The local deputy will receive you at the local hotel and see y'all get settled in. Meet him at the Silver Creek Falls Hotel. We're on it, Captain. Sarah? Yes? Do you mind driving us there? I still haven't gotten used to driving on the other side of the road. Sure, we'll take my car. He's British. 4 hours later, Silver Creek Falls, Hawthorne County, North Carolina. Pay attention to all the clues and information you find in every place you visit. Look at your inventory if you need to review things. This game is a mystery adventure. Details from investigations and the story are essential, so always pay attention. I'll try. Flower? No. Please correct. Objective. Find Deputy Hill in the hotel lobby. Big P. Deputy Hill? Yup, you two must be the extra muscle we requested from Norfolk. Pleasure to meet you. Yes, we are. I'm Detective Sarah Fitzgerald, and this is Inspector Philip Moore. It's a pleasure, mate. Well, boy am I glad you two are here. Some really strange things have been happening here. The captain hasn't told us anything either. What's going on? You folk have had a long drive over. I'm sure you're tired and want to get some good sleep. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Get some good sleep tonight whilst you can. I promise you, after you see the file, you won't be able to. I know I sure as hell can't. Okay then. I just came to welcome you to Silver Creek Falls and to make sure you were fine. Just mosey on over to the concierge over there and she will give you your keys to your rooms. Shall I meet you here at the lobby tomorrow morning? Let's say 8 a.m.? Perfect. See you then, Deputy. There's a lot of couches. It's a very big lobby. Aw man, I think the Sox are having a game tonight. Miss, do you have a remote for this TV? Sorry, we normally leave it on the news channel for our guests. Besides, that TV doesn't have cable. That sucks. You have cable in your room, ma'am. Awesome! Let's go Red Sox. It's very American. Hi, Deputy Hill told me he's checked us in already. Yes, here are your room keys. It's the room most to the left. Thanks, I think I'll have a drink before I sleep. How about you? I'm tired from the drive. I'll think I'll head up. Sorry I made you drive all the way. I still haven't learned how to drive on the other side of the road yet. Yeah, you told us that. It's the same except opposite? Maybe he just didn't want to drive. Okay, let's do this. Red Sox time. Aw, nuts, it's over. At least the Red Sox won. Might as well go to bed now. I'm only here for a couple of nights. No need to unpack. Do you want to sleep for today? Yes. Day 2. Okay, let's go see what's happening. Good morning, madam. I hope you slept well. Like a baby, thank you. Sarah makes herself coffee. What's going on, guys? Deputy Phillip, good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Detective. I wanted to talk to you guys before we go out and look at the 3 crime scenes. Deputy, we've seen crime scenes before. We know what we're doing. Not like this, I promise you. I may be a small-town deputy, but I can promise you now that you've never seen anything like this. Okay, bring it on. Before we start, where's the sheriff? I don't know exactly. What? After he put in the request for seasoned homicide and missing persons detectives, he went missing. Does Captain Pendleton know this? Nope. What the hell? Sarah, please calm down. Deputy, let me guess. It wasn't the sheriff who put in the request, right? No, sir. It was you, right? Yes, sir. You've got a lot of explaining to do, buddy. This kind of stunt can get you suspended, you know? Sarah, please. Getting angry won't get us anywhere. Young man, explain yourself. With the sheriff gone, what choice did I have? I've only been in the force for 3 months. I thought this job was gonna be easy. That's why I took the job in this dead-end town. Suddenly people are going missing left, right, and center. If you'd seen the things I've seen, man. Relax, kid. What's your name? Mike. It's okay, Mike. I know you weren't expecting to see things like this. But you're the sheriff now. You're in charge of this town. Now why did you use the sheriff's name to request reinforcements? Because if I had used mine, no one would have listened. Sheriff Lee Davis was a respected lawman. He was even invited to the High Commissioner's birthday. And now he's missing. Look, I need your help to solve this case, and I don't know what I'm doing. I came last in my class at the police academy. Only Sheriff Davis was kind enough to take me. Have you been to his house since he disappeared? No. Oh my god. Amateur. Sarah. How long has he been gone? 2 days. That's it, kid. I think it's time for an axe kicking. Sarah, control yourself. God, I feel like I'm in The Departed. Well, Mary Poppins, here in America, we don't solve all our problems with a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. Can I please only talk to the British guy? Sarah, please take a walk. You can get coffee or something by the concierge. Go get some coffee, Sarah, with sugar to help sweeten your mood, perhaps? Okay. I've already had coffee, though. What if I get a stomach ache? Sarah makes herself coffee. Can I come back now? You guys done? Yep, I'll fill you in later. Okay, deputy, show us the crime scenes. My car is parked outside, shall we? Sure, let's go. Okay then, here's a map of our town, in case you feel like walking around later. Use the button A to activate the map, and to deactivate, use button Z. Let's do the scenes in chronological order. The first is a house on Fisher Road, close to the end of Washington Avenue. Okay, let's go to the police car. At least they put the pylons up and stuff. This looks like a slaughterhouse. I'll give it to you, deputy. This is one of the worst crime scenes I've ever seen. So what can you tell me about the people that lived here? This is the house for the sorority Phi Kappa Beta. It was quite a popular sorority in the local college. How is a sorority popular? I'll rephrase. It was the sorority for the popular girls. All the girls that lived here were doing modeling work. Oh wow, starting to look like we have a motive. Have you checked for salmon? We haven't really done any forensics, as we don't have that capability. There's no forced entry, it could be a possibility. But the sheriff thought it unlikely. So how many girls lived here? 4 girls lived here, but 5 disappeared. We tried to confirm this with blood samples, but we don't really have the tech here for it. Besides, it's all mixed. A 5th one disappeared too? Yeah. She was also a member of the sorority, but didn't live in. Neighbors reported hearing loud singing and chanting on the night they disappeared. Ghosts? It freaked them out, so they called the sheriff and I to ask them to quiet down. When we got there, we found everything the way you see it now. The sheriff and I took photos and some small samples, but everything is more or less the way we found it 3 days ago. Understood, deputy. We'll take a look around and get some blood samples and search for evidence. Hole in the floor? Hole in the floor? Blood? Blood? Chair? Clock? What is this? This hole in the floor is enormous. I wonder if this was here before this all happened. What a mess. Smells horrible. That would be college students. Hot plate? Fridge? Another hole? Blood sample? Blood sample? Hole in the wall? Poop on the floor? Bullet holes? Any bullets inside? Some fragments. What the hell happened here? Shell casings added to inventory. Poop on the floor again? Ouija board? Oh my goodness. What is it? It's a Ouija board. Stupid kids shouldn't mess with things they don't understand. Ouija board added to inventory. Will we be using that later? I guess I got that blood sample from the couch. TV. No blood samples from here? I guess not. Okay. Let's get this one. Blood sample. This one. It's all mixed, so I think we have to get one from each spot. This place really reeks, but it's not just your typical corpse smell. Yes, there is a very strange smell. There's definitely some ammonia around. Not just ammonia, a burnt hair smell. This place is really creepy. Oh, some hair. I wonder if they had a pet or something. Is that the burnt hair? Animal hairs. Blood sample. Poop stain. Sorority file added to inventory. Blood sample. What's in here? Nothing. Spells, incantations, and divinations. Summoning spirits. A book on witchcraft? What the hell were these kids trying? Spellbook added to inventory. Did they summon a ghost? Is this a paranormal horror? Maybe they summoned Pyramid Head. Let's get this one, because we didn't get it earlier. More holes. Philip, you think these big-ass holes may have something to do with this? Maybe. This house does look pretty old. If someone or something made a hole that big, I don't want to meet them. Maybe it was a hopping ghost, and it like jumped through the floor. What is this? Nothing. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Anything else in here? Did I miss something? I feel that I might have missed something. Oh, there's a letter right here. Kind of blends in with the floor, though. Read note? A note of sorts. They laugh, they sing, they dance. But with who? There were 6 in this party, not 5. A ghost. A ghost was in the party. Okay, I think that's everything. Next crime scene? Just checking to see if there's anything around here. It could be secret. This creek is gorgeous. I'm surprised I've never heard of it before. Oh, that's probably because they changed its name recently. It used to be called Nawadi Amaya. Sounds foreign. What language is that? Cherokee. These lands used to belong to a Cherokee tribe, but they sold it off years back. Sold? When? Oh, this was long ago. The town founder Jebediah Schwartz bought most of their land to create this town. How much did he pay? Let me guess, he swapped it all for a few shiny beads and a mirror, right? Not quite. He paid them 50 stallions and 130 rifles. He didn't buy all their land either. Just the land between the west of the creek and the mountain. A bit better, I guess, but that's still a pretty sweet deal he got for himself. They owned the rest till about 20 years ago when it was then bought out by some venture capitalists. A famous North Carolina banking family, actually. What did they end up doing with it? Nothing at the end. They sent a crew of engineers over to look at the land as they wanted to build some high-end apartments here. They never got around to building it and just declared it a nature reserve about 10 years ago. Interesting story. Hey, what's that? Somebody taking a picture? Oh my god! Don't shoot him! What if that was a kid taking a picture? I thought I was the American. Whoa, easy there, cowboy. What the hell was that for? Sorry for shooting without warning you two. I saw something stalking us in the woods. Like a wolf or something. Haven't been wolves in these parts for a while now. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, bring us to the next scene. Not gonna see if you hit anything? That could have been anyone. I thought English cops only had, like, those sticks to beat you with. Just shot at somebody for no reason. All in a day's work. What can you tell us about this case, Deputy? We got a call early in the morning after the incident at the sorority. Hunters found tons of blood, broken branches, holes in the ground, and the soil all messed up. The sheriff and I took photos but left the site alone. Thanks. Okay, Sarah, shall we get to work collecting evidence? Sure. I'm not sure if I want to work with you anymore, though. This hair is very soft and light. Not human, I'm guessing. Looks like it might come from a wolf or something. We haven't had wolves in these parts for a while. Bears? Nope. Do people camp here now that it has become a national park? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have bears. I don't know. This one looks like it might be bears or maybe wolves. Animal hairs added to inventory. Blood. Hole. More of these big holes. I wonder how deep they go. Sarah, do you smell that smell again? Yes, that mix between ammonia and burnt hair. It's awful. Should I get this blood? Blood sample. That's a lot of shell casings. Whoever fired these had the time to squeeze out a few, eh? Question is, was it the assailant or was it the victim? Blood sample. More of these big holes. I wonder if they're putting the bodies down these big holes. I didn't count how many there were in the other house. What if there were 5? There's 3 here. How many victims were supposed to be here? I don't know if they told me. Another note. So I guess this rules out a bear/wolf attack. How do you know the note belongs to the assailant? Same type of paper as the note in the sorority house. Let's read it. He walked alone in the forest. To become one with nature, he got his wish. Okay, I think that's everything unless I can go down here. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Let me check the pond, though. Nothing. Pretty straightforward. Shot of random guy for taking a picture. I like this tree design. This one right here. Because it looks so cool. It looks like a real tree. As opposed to the rest of them, which are like your basic RPG trees. This one's a car crash. Okay, Deputy, tell us what happened here. At about 11 o'clock, same day as we got the report in the park, we got a call from a nearby farmer that he saw a car crash. Where's the farm? A bit less than a mile south of here. A mile away? How did he see the crash? His house is on that hill over there. Sorry, kid, but that farmer is telling you some tales. Pitch black night and close to a mile away over forest ground? I'm sure he heard the crash, but no way in hell did he see it. Was he specific on details on the crash? No, he wasn't. Okay then, so what did you and the sheriff see here? We looked around to see if there was a body. When we found none, we decided to call it a night. We were supposed to come back the next morning, but the sheriff didn't report in that morning. So you left the scene for 2 days? We put the cones and the barriers up that night, so I don't think it was tampered. Kid, the local wildlife are more likely to see those cones as a toilet than a barrier. This whole scene is contaminated. Sorry, I have to agree with her this time. It was pretty dumb leaving us alone the whole time. Anyway, let's look for some evidence. Yeah, an outdoor crime scene. Like, stuff could blow away even. A bit of blood inside, but most of it seems to be on the outside of the vehicle. So we can rule out the impact killing the driver. Well, no body, right? Any ID inside? A bunch of receipts in the floor. Let's get those, just in case the car plates don't match with a missing person. Wow, you think this might be a stolen vehicle? They slammed pretty hard into that tree. And it was through a straight, not even on a turn. They might have been driving fast to get away from something. You guys really think the 3 cases might not be related? While we do agree that 3 cases this gruesome in a span of 48 hours is highly unusual for a town like this one, we should still account for the possibility that all 3 are separate, and it was pure coincidence that they happened so close to each other. Sheriff Davis seemed sure all 3 were related. Pity Sheriff Davis isn't here. Impact from hitting the tree seems to have destroyed the engine. Front wheels and windshield also knackered. This guy must have been driving real fast. So, is all this blood from them getting out of the car, or did they hit something, I wonder? The boot is empty and open. Looks like it might have been a robbery. More shell casings. All 3 scenes had casings. It looks like whoever is responsible for fired at all his victims. This is the South, and we're out in the country. A lot of people carry guns around here. Good point, Deputy. A loosely sealed bottle of Merlot. There isn't much left. Bottle of Merlot added to inventory. Blood sample, blood sample. Anything on this side? I guess not. Nothing over here. Letter. Another note. Why am I not surprised? Go on and read it. The young rush as if they lack time, but if you rush too much, you risk losing all your time. That's kind of cheesy. If I was murdering somebody, I would do a better poem than that. Don't want to be known as the lackluster poem killer. So that's the 3 scenes, right? Is that little X on the ground just where the car parks itself? Seems like it right now. Yep. It isn't all piecing together. Did Lee Davis keep any of his case files, notes, or photos in his office? Most of the time, but last I saw him, he wanted to take the stuff home to study it. I have his spare keys if you want to see if he left the files in his house. You had his spare keys, but you didn't check? See if he was home? I think we can learn more if we get access to his case files and notes. Let's go. This is it. Sheriff Davis's house. The famous man's home. I'm excited. I have a feeling we'll get a much better idea of what's going on when we find his case files. Objective, learn as much as you can about Lee Davis. Find his case files. All clean, interesting guy. Hey, he has the same layout as that sorority. Full fridge. If he was planning to disappear, he would have emptied this out first. All the lights are on. He must have left in a rush. Beautiful photo. Yes, the sheriff was into photography. He carried his SLR everywhere, even on duty. He would take photos of all sorts of things. Maybe he took photos of whatever happened to him? This one is locked. Gun on the bedside table, pretty intense. Do you see lots of violent crime around here, deputy? No, not really. Pretty peaceful town. These incidents are the first serious thing to hit this town since the tornado 2 years ago. Tornado? Yep, it was pretty bad. Some local businesses had to leave. Actually, the US Army was looking to buy some land here before the tornado hit. Did they end up buying? Nah, the tornado dissuaded them pretty fast. Oh. Also, a lot of that land was in contention. Apparently, the family that bought it was going through some legal problems. Legal problems? Yeah. Apparently years back they bought it off that Cherokee tribe I told you earlier. Apparently they swindled them and gave them a rotten deal for it. US Army didn't want to get involved and lost interest in the land. I feel like the US Army is already pretty involved in that stuff. This guy a hacker or something? He has so many computers. This should be his main one, right? Download case files. Yes. Let's see. When I open a file, all that comes up is nonsense for text. Must be encrypted. Can you still copy the files into your flash drive? Yeah, it doesn't stop me doing that. Very interesting. The man knows how to encrypt files and yet chooses not to lock them into his computer. Are you implying that he did that on purpose? Most likely, he didn't put up a password for the computer itself, as if he knew someone else would use it. That's odd. Copy the file anyway, we can probably find the keyword that deciphers the code later. Files downloaded. Letter. Another note. Again? Different handwriting this time. What does it say? If you want to know the truth, John 6:34. That's from the Bible. Let's see if we can find one. The sheriff was a religious man, so I'm sure there's a Bible around here. Keys? It's a set of keys. There's no car parked outside, so I don't think those are car keys. Yeah, his car is gone. Those aren't his house keys either, as they don't look like the copy I have. Best we hang on to these. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Box. Boxes. Boxes. Camping equipment, tin food, water purifiers, flints, hunting knives. This guy was ready for Armageddon, eh? The sheriff was a US Army Ranger. The outdoors is in his blood. US Army Ranger, eh? Interesting. Okay. So maybe he's just camping out in the woods. Or maybe he's the killer. Lots of books. There's a Bible sticking out from the rest. Check passage in Bible? Yes. Sir, they said, from now on, give us this bread. I wonder what that could mean. Most likely something to do with the keys, since he obviously left those for someone to find. Oh yeah, the sheriff has a storage unit somewhere. This might be the clue as to where. In the bakery? U.S. Army Rangers Survival Guide. Hollywood Photography, Volume 1 to 19. Fire extinguisher. I guess this guy was really ready for anything, eh? Almost too ready, right? Medal of Honor awarded to Lieutenant Colonel Lee Davis, 7th Rangers Division. Sheriff Davis was in the military? Yep, U.S. Army Ranger. How am I not surprised? So he was a ranger. If he is dead, whatever killed him must have been pretty intense. That is, if he's dead. With his car gone, it's most likely he isn't dead. I'm surprised he left so many of his firearms behind. I'm sure he's not walking around unarmed. Guide on how to modify small and medium-sized firearms. Police reports 2004 to 2006. Photos from Antarctica. Lots of classic literature. This guy sure loved to read. Okay, the lights are on. Award of Excellence and Merit for Sheriff Lee Davis for Excellence in Law Enforcement. High Commissioner E. Baum. Pretty impressive. That's why he was invited to the Commissioner's birthday? Man, this guy was packing heat, eh? IMI Desert Eagle, Beretta M9, and Remington 870 shotgun. All reliable classics. Wow, you know your guns. I'm in America. I have to. What the? He learned all his guns just to come to America? Where do you think Lee Davis's storage unit is? Baker Lane, for sure. I get it, from the Bible, yes. I thought it was in the bakery, but Baker Lane. Close enough. What's this? This is it. He even labeled it for us. What's inside? Bios on all the victims and some old cassettes. Sheriff Davis used to walk around with his voice recorder so he could record any ideas he had. We should give it a listen. Do you have a tape player in your car? Nah, man. This car is only a year old. No tape player. I have a player in my car. Let's go back to the hotel to check it out. Cool. I'll leave the blood samples and evidence in the police station. I'll drop you guys off first. We'll keep Lee Davis's files if that's okay. Please do. Wait, I'm not done looking around. Empty. All empty. As if someone cleared everything out. Boxes inside boxes. I guess you can never have enough boxes. That is a lot of camping gear. Bandages, iodine, syringes, scalpels. Very useful medical equipment. Locked. Empty. Phone directories might be useful. Those look a bit heavy. We can pass by for them later. You're right there. Locked. Locked. Documents, but it's all in gibberish. Doesn't even look like a language. You need to know the cipher or keyword to unlock it. It's an old way of hiding sensitive information. Looks important. We should take these. I can hold on to those for you. Thank you, Deputy. Locked. Guns, guns, guns. More guns. If you're reading this, chances are you're looking for something. Yep, that's true. Okay, so should we take that phone book with us? Okay, I guess they want to come back for it, like, later. Later on in the investigation. See ya. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the message in my car. Sarah turns on the car and inserts Lee Davis's tape.
There is something very strange afoot. This is something simply unnatural. In my time as a sheriff, I have never seen anything like this before. Every crime scene lathered in the blood of its victims, yet never a body to be found. Always that smell of ammonia present in every scene, even though all three scenes are in such different locations. Due to the amount of blood and damage present, am I to assume that a murder has taken place and the bodies disposed of perfectly? This seems a bit too simple an answer. I must investigate more. Furthermore, I find it highly disturbing that every confirmed victim has come from the same college nearby. There must be some correlation. I know it must be so. The girls in the sorority all knew each other, and the boy who was killed in the park was a boyfriend of one of these girls, and the last missing piece is finding out about the victim of the car accident. Now, I have checked the vehicle's registration, and apparently the car was reported stolen in Durham a few days ago. The owner is alive and well and seems unaffected by these problems, yet obviously distraught at the fate of his vehicle. I must find out the identity of the driver. The notes I'm finding in each scene are also very disturbing indeed, as if left on purpose as a signature by the killer. I am led to believe that the answer lies in finding the correlation between all the victims and seeing who would have a motivation to eliminate all of them. I am not safe. For the past few days I have felt a presence around. Someone watching. Someone or something. I do not know if it is human. When you are in a small town like this one, it is not hard to detect when something irregular has happened. If you are listening to this, I am assuming you are also a member of the police force, and I ask you to please see that justice be done. These youngsters had promising lives in front of them, and now their families are telling me they have disappeared. My heart tells me they are no longer in this world. The brutality of the attacks makes me think that perhaps it may have been an animal, or even supernatural. But the lack of evidence makes me think that perhaps it was from someone or something intelligent and experienced. I leave behind my notes for you in case something happens to me. Farewell.
Sounded like Lawyer Chicken. I think that was supposed to be a southern accent. So, what do you think? It's easy to assume that the three cases are all related. After all, this small town hasn't seen anything major in years. Yeah, but one could plausibly claim that the attack in the national park was a wolf attack. With shell casings? I don't think so. Unless they were trying to shoot the wolf. Yeah, and the car accident really was just caused by drunk driving, and the guy just left his car and wandered off somewhere. Doesn't sound quite right, does it? No, also those creepy notes. The one Lee Davis left us was his, that's for sure. But the ones at the crime scene? I don't know. You think it might have been Lee Davis? No, he was with the deputy at the time of the first crime. Also, I can't imagine such a decorated officer suddenly going on a murder spree. I've seen stranger things, but my gut instinct says it's not him. Besides those tapes, he sounded really mystified and horrified by the cases. Did you get a quick look at the files? Very quick look. Did you notice all the victims were under 24? All college students from the same university? Hey, he just told you that in the recording. Yeah, we need to investigate who of them knew each other. But first we should probably check out the evidence, check it for fingerprints, etc. Yeah, check out those blood samples too. Isn't it insane that there are no signs of the bodies? All just huge blood splatters? We have our work cut out for us. As long as that amateur deputy stores all the evidence well, we should be able to crack this. You were pretty rough on him earlier. Come on, you know he deserved it. Chances are the trail has gone cold by now. Like I said, we got our work cut out for us tomorrow. What did he tell you while I was getting coffee? He was telling me about how strangely Lee Davis was behaving after these cases. How he was recording on his tapes, taking notes. He wasn't eating or sleeping either. Very strange. Anyway, I'm tired. We sure crammed a lot in a day. We could have split this into 2 days, but the trail would have grown even colder. I'm off to bed. Cool, see you tomorrow morning then. Anything on TV today? I think the Bruins are playing later, or is it the Patriots? Either way, I know Boston's got it. Good evening, anything I can help you with? No thank you, I think I will head straight to bed. Get some more coffee. Yeah, that should help me sleep. I think the Bruins are playing later. Okay, it's the same one. I guess let's just go to bed. Do you want to sleep for today? Yes. Day 3. Sarah! What's happening? I just got a call from the captain. The deputy's body was found this morning. Deputy Hill is dead? Afraid so. Where was his body found? In the police station. We should investigate. The police station is on Apothecary Road. Let's investigate. Let's see. So, we're on Atlantic Highway. Where's Apothecary Road? I don't see it. Let's talk to her. I'm still getting over that Mike is gone. We grew up together. Why is this all happening? I'm sorry that we couldn't stop this from happening. We will get to the bottom of this. There are men in suits all over town. They have blocked off all the roads. You can probably walk into town unencumbered. If you didn't notice, head west on the hotel road. Thanks. Nothing on TV, not even a news story? Okay, let's go west. None of these places. Where's Apothecary Road? Sorry, ma'am. Sheriff Davis is away right now. I know. I was here yesterday investigating this house. Sorry, ma'am. Can't let you through. Orders from above. Whose orders? My boss, the special agent in charge. He's looking over the police station. I see. Isn't Sheriff Davis the guy who's dead? He just pretended he was away. Move along. Let me try to sneak around. Sneak around back. Move along. I guess there's nothing to do back here. I can just walk over this. Fire hydrant. They're well prepared. Hey, you two, clear out. This is a restricted area. We're police officers. My name is Detective Sarah Fitzgerald. Hawthorne County Police requested my presence here. Your badge says Norfolk Police. Aren't you a bit far away from your jurisdiction? Aren't you listening? We were asked to come here. This is my jurisdiction. Not anymore. FBI is taking over this show now. So you can take it easy now, Detective. Thank you for your concern. What happened? I heard the deputy was killed. Yes, we're looking into it, Detective. You are relieved. Mike, I'm sorry, Detective, but I really need to ask you to leave now. We knew him. We should have the right to see him. Also, all the case evidence is in that building. We're taking over that as well. The minor cases like the car accident will pass to the Durham Police Force. You are relieved, madam. Don't talk to me like I'm a civilian. The cases are all related. Whoever killed the deputy also killed the college kids. That's for us to decide, Detective. Will you be leaving now, or do I need to have you escorted? Sarah, let's go. Philip, you can't be buying this. They're FBI and they outrank us. Let's go. I can't believe you. Can I sneak through here? No. Hop over that garbage can. They pulled rank. I bet he's not dead. Well, looks like that's us off the case. Phil, I can't believe you're giving up now. The FBI and the Durham police are here now. We're not even operating within our own state. I'm sorry, Sarah, but we have to leave. I'm gonna talk to the captain and see if we can get special permission to reopen the case. I don't care if we have to get permission from DC. Good luck with that. I can't believe you, Phil. You know that whoever is responsible for all that is out there, and you're just gonna walk away? Of course I do. You think there wasn't this much politics when I was an inspector in England? It's the same thing. Shit happens, Sarah. You gotta trust the system. I'm not gonna let this slide, Phil. I know we haven't known each other that long, but I know you're a cop deep in your bones. We gotta find this guy. We will. It's just going rogue is the fastest way for us to lose our badges. You still have the case files and Lee Davis's photos and tapes, right? Good job. Let's show the captain everything and explain what happened. Right now the FBI has everything locked up, so it's not like we can get any more evidence. I'm sure we can work out something special. I trust the captain. You're right. Sorry I shouted at you earlier. You're passionate and a cop deep at heart. It's a good thing. Let's head back to Norfolk now. This place gives me the creeps. Sure, let's get our bags. I'll meet you here at the lobby in 15. They billed me for consuming something from the hotel room fridge. I haven't even opened mine the whole time. Don't you hate it when that happens? Tell me about it. Good luck with it. I'll see you in 15. Who's this? Mark. Ah, you got here in time. For a second I thought we'd missed each other. I flew over the second you called me. So you think it's them? Dun dun dun. I'm pretty sure. All the telltale signs. Sir Hamilton won't be happy. I thought we sorted this out years ago. Apparently not. Tell him we'll need the whole team back. It's way worse than before. I'll take a look around. So you extracting tonight? No, I'm returning to Norfolk tonight. And we'll go through the debrief with Sarah. You old softy. Don't spend too long there. I'll meet you in DC in a week. Yep, see you there. Oh, Sam. Yeah? Don't stay here too long. I know. I'll see you in DC, Mark. So that's it for Chapter 1 of Silver Creek Falls. Very interesting so far. I'm tied between thinking that it's the deputy, thinking it's something paranormal, thinking the bodies are down those holes, thinking it's like Pennywise from It or something. Yeah. It's a lot to think about. Don't forget to let me know if you want to see the rest of this. The next chapters are paid, but they're fairly cheap. September 2015, that was 10 years ago. Stay tuned to solve the mystery. This chapter didn't really have anything that I needed to pay attention to, unless they're gonna bring it up in the next chapter. But we didn't really have anything that was left up to us to decide, except for the Baker Street. That was the only thing. But that was fairly easy to decide. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for Silver Creek Falls Chapter 1. And I'll see you on the next one, maybe Silver Creek Falls Chapter 2. We'll see. See ya.